Hi guys, how are you? Happy Halloween. J'espère que vous allez tous très bien. Halloween is increasingly popular in France. It wasn't a massive thing originally. Alors c'était pas énorme originalement, mais c'est de mieux en mieux, c'est de plus en plus fêté, célébré for several reasons. Because obviously American and English culture sort of penetrates French culture parce qu'effectivement la culture américaine, anglaise pénètre la société française. Because if you think all the TV shows that are on over there in, both original version and then dubbed, those characters will do stuff for Halloween, so it just sort of like permeates into sort of French culture a little bit more. Donc effectivement avec toutes les émissions, alors toutes les séries où il y a des personnages qui fêtent Halloween, donc petit à petit, alors la population française se rend compte de quoi ça consiste. But anyway, I have a really dark Halloween story from when I lived in Paris. Alors moi j'ai une anecdote un peu noire, quoi, un peu gore, un peu horrible de quand j'habitais à Paris. So this would be 1996. Je pense qu'on parle de 1996. Yep. And I'd gone out for Halloween to, I don't know, can't remember, a couple of American bars. Alors moi j'étais sorti pour Halloween, 2-3 bars américains. No, I can remember exactly where I was, because I was right next to Hôtel de Ville. Alors non, je m'en souviens bien. J'étais juste à côté de l'Hôtel de Ville à Paris. Anyway, so I can't remember where I was. Nowadays, I like a nice chic hotel bar that's very quiet with fewer people. Alors de nos jours, j'aime bien un bar dans un hôtel où il y a moins de monde, un peu nombreux. But in those days, I was pretending to like crowds, even though I actually hate them. Alors je faisais semblant d'aimer la foule, mais c'est pas le cas. Anyway, so long story short, this guy comes up to me, puts a knife on my neck and tries to grab my hair because I was wearing a cap. Alors ce mec qui met un couteau à côté de ma gorge et il essaie de prendre mes cheveux. Now, at the time, when I first went to dance school, I had really long hair. Quand je suis allé, no, I didn't. I had long hair when I did my A-levels. Non, j'avais les cheveux longs quand j'ai eu mon bec. Then I cut it. Alors je les ai fait couper. Then I shaved it around about the October of 1996. Ah non, je les ai rasés, je les ai tendus. Octobre 1996. So I had like a kind of shaved head. Alors j'avais une espèce de tête, on dit tendu plutôt que rasé, but yeah, like sort of grade 1, really short. Sabot, comme ça. So this knife was on my neck, and my dad was a cop, so I'd done loads of sort of how to defend myself and all this kind of stuff. Alors mon père il était flic, donc je savais comment me défendre. So I pulled back away from the blade. But he'd kind of got me against the wall, mais il m'avait comme plaqué contre le mur. Anyway, I kind of laughed weirdly about the fact he'd gone to grab my hair and he was shocked because there wasn't any hair. Alors effectivement, ça m'avait rigolé parce qu'il a essayé de saisir les cheveux, il n'y avait pas de cheveux. And he kind of laughed at me laughing. Alors lui, il a rigolé. Il a trouvé le fait que je l'ai trouvé rigolo. Because he was the same age, il était plus ou moins le même âge. And we just kind of had this weird moment of bonding together, even though he was trying to like mug me. On avait ce moment de partage tous les deux, bien qu'il essaie de me braquer, quoi. So anyway, then he just kind of walks away really weirdly. Il se casse. Mais bizarrement, quoi. Anyway, 2 minutes later, this American girl who I stayed in contact with, who was called Zapua, she was of Armenian descent. Elle était de l'Arménie. she was crying, and the same guy from the description had tried to take her handbag. He'd taken her handbag. Alors effectivement, selon la description, c'était le même mec qui avait saisi son sac à main. And she was describing him. I mean, I didn't know her, but I just saw that she was crying. Alors je la connaissais pas, mais je l'ai vu pleurer. And I said, I then saw a police officer. Alors j'ai vu un agent de police, policier. And I kind of went up to him, and went into full son of cop mode and was like, young, male, so-and-so origin, whatever. Alors effectivement, j'ai tout noté, alors j'ai tout transmis au flic, but he kind of just didn't seem to care less. Alors, il avait l'impression de s'en foutre. And I was like, if you're quick, you can get him. Mais si vous êtes rapide, monsieur, vous pourrez l'avoir. And, whatever. Anyway, so they found the guy. Alors, ils ont trouvé le mec. So we have to go to the police station. On doit quand même aller au commissariat. And while we're there, we're in a waiting room. On est dans une salle d'attente. And we hear screaming and shouting. On entend des gens gueuler, crier. And then out comes the guy in question. And he's got bruises on his face. Alors, on voit le mec sortir et il y a des bleus, des ecchymoses sur le visage. And we were like, okay, he hasn't just fallen, il vient pas de tomber. And then this cop said to us, okay, because it was now 3 o'clock in the morning, alors à 3 heures du mat, and this cop was like, okay, let's take you home, which I wasn't expecting, alors je m'y attendais pas, je m'attendais pas à ça. Voilà, on va vous ramener à la maison. So I was like, okay, why not? So I get in the car. The young lady gets in the car with me. I open the door for her. Alors j'ouvre bien la porte pour elle. And there are 2 cops in front. Alors il y a 2 flics devant. And the guy just said, hang on, we're just waiting for somebody. Alors le mec il a dit, non, on attend quelqu'un. And I kid you not, in the car with us comes and gets the guy in question who tried to steal the handbag. Et effectivement dans la voiture avec nous, il y a le jeune qui a essayé de piquer le sac à main. And I'm like, are you kidding? Alors vous vous foutez de nos gueules. And then he goes to drop this girl off first. Alors il essaie de la déposer chez elle, and he's got her address because he's got all the paperwork in front of him. Alors il a toute la paperasse devant lui, and he's like, so did you say it was so and so rue so and so and so and so? And she's like, no, because obviously she realised that the guy was then going to know where she lived, and presumably he was off to be taken somewhere for some form of processing. Donc effectivement le flic il avait essayé il parlait à la fille, il lui a demandé son adresse, il voulait confirmer ses coordonnées, et elle a fait semblant de ne pas savoir parce qu'elle voulait pas que ce mec sache exactement où il habitait. So that was just like, she was looking at me as if to say, are you insane? Are they insane? Ils s'en foutent That was just terrible, terrible, terrible. The next thing that happened to me one Halloween, and it's really, really weird because I've just seen a similar dog today. Alors la deuxième chose de bizarre qui m'est arrivée fin Halloween, et c'est quand même bizarre parce que j'ai vu un chien similaire aujourd'hui, is so I was walking back to my house from the tube. Alors je rentrais chez moi à pied du métro, and I saw this guy carrying the most unbelievably cute little... No, he wasn't carrying him then. He was walking, and next to him was the most unbelievably cute little husky puppy. Et j'ai vu ce mec, et juste à côté de lui, il y avait quand même un tout petit chien, un tout petit chiot, un husky, et mais qu'est-ce qu'il était mignon. And I could see these kind of dodgy guys with a kind of bigger, scarier dog. And I like dogs, but you can tell when it's a dodgy dog. Outside the shop, drinking. Alors moi j'ai vu 2-3 mecs avec un chien un peu dangereux, sauvage, devant un magasin en train de boire, en train de picoler. And I said to this guy, mate, be careful, pick up your dog because their dog, you know, is going to go for your dog. I can tell. J'ai dit, mec, fais attention parce que alors leur chien, il va sauter sur. Talking of dogs, where's your mom? There you, oh, there. Okay. I was like, there's the dog. Where's the owner? Yeah. Go on, go with your daddy.
Come on.
Go on. That's nuts timing, isn't it? We're just talking about dogs. Alors ça, c'est quand même, c'est une question de timing. On parlait des chiens. Yeah, and so this guy, he just ignored me. Alors il n'a pas fait attention. Pardon. And il n'a pas fait attention, we'd say. And we get to the shop. On arrive au magasin. And sure enough, the other dogs jump on top of the other little dog, stop biting him, loads of wounds, there's blood everywhere. Oh God, it was terrible. Donc, enfin, les autres chiens, ils lui sautent dessus. Enfin, ils commencent à le mordre. Enfin, oh, il y a des blessures, il y a du sang partout. So the other guys leave because they realize that. So the guy starts kicking his dog. Alors le mec il commence à donner des coups de pied à son chien. The guys leave because they know they're in trouble. Alors les jeunes se cassent parce qu'ils savent très bien que ça consiste d'un délit. So I go into the shop and I try and get something to disinfect the wounds of the dog. Alors moi j'entre dans le magasin pour essayer de désinfecter la blessure du chien. And I take some kind of, you know, like product, you know, and I'm kind of gently, you know, sort of wiping the dog. Alors doucement j'essuie le chien. And the dog is absolutely trembling and he's in my arms. Alors le chien il tremble, il est sous mes bras. And all of a sudden, the owner goes, mate, do you want him? Et soudainement, le propriétaire il dit, tu le veux? And I'm like, he's your dog, mais c'est ton chien. And he's like, yeah, I bought it for my girlfriend. Not even him or her, I bought it for my girlfriend and she's just dumped me. Alors je l'ai acheté pour ma copine. I'm used to saying mon copain. I bought it for my girlfriend and she's just dumped me. Alors je l'ai acheté pour ma copine, elle vient de me larguer. And even then, this dog would have been, you know, a lot of money. Alors même, à l'époque, alors ce chien aurait quand même coûté pas mal d'argent. So, and I say no, because I was doing lots of horse riding at the time, and I wouldn't have been able to keep an eye on the dog. You know, it wouldn't have been a nice enough life. Now I could have had it because I work from home. But then I was always on the bike, off out, you know, going out and teaching in different banks and places. Donc à l'époque, effectivement, j'allais de droite à gauche, effectivement en train de donner mes cours, le quartier financier à Londres. Ça n'aurait pas été une belle vie pour un chien, quoi. I wish I'd said yes. Oh, si j'avais dit oui. And then a couple of weeks later, so kind of, you know, after bonfire night, kind of just beginning of Christmas. Alors c'était juste avant Noël. I saw a girl walking with the same dog. Alors j'ai vu une fille qui se promenait avec le même chien. And it was exactly the same dog because he had like a scar. Alors c'était le même chien parce qu'il avait une cicatrice. And she looked so like, isn't my dog amazing? Isn't my dog so super? Enfin, il n'est pas beau mon chien, il est pas super. And I was a bit like, oh, I see what's happened. So my brain was like, either A, your man has got a new girlfriend and he's given her the dog. Alors j'étais soit le mec en question, il a une nouvelle meuf et voilà, il lui a quand même offert le chien. Or B, he's kind of sold the dog to somebody locally who doesn't know the history. Alors, enfin, soit il a vendu le chien à quelqu'un du quartier qui ignorait totalement ce qui s'était passé. So yeah, two weird little Halloween stories. Apart from that, my Halloweens have been fairly normal. Alors, à part ça, j'ai eu les Halloween, normaux. I mean, if you wanted videos on the beyond and ghosty stuff, to me that's not the stuff of fantasy, that's stuff of everyday life, and I don't make jokes about that. Donc si vous vouliez quand même tout ce qui parlait de l'au-delà, des fantômes. Alors pour moi, ça fait partie de la vie, quoi. Donc, je vais pas en faire des blagues. But yes, there you go. All right, so I hope you're well. Nice little Halloween. My Halloween is every day. That's my horror with my joints. Alors pour moi, Halloween, c'est tous les jours. Enfin, c'est mon horreur avec mes articulations. All right, guys. I hope you have fun wherever you are. Don't eat too much sugar. Alors ne mangez surtout pas trop de sucre. I'll speak to you soon. Loads of love. Take care.